Hey everyone, this week we're going to deeply reflect. As we reflect, I want us to think about this. How many of us are protecting our mental environment? Deep stuff this week, folks. Deep stuff. I ask everyone, how are y'all protecting your mental environment? It's safe to say there's a lot of you out there that guard the health environment. You pay attention to what you allow into your body as y'all lead a healthy lifestyle. But what I want us to deeply reflect on is how many of us are protecting our mental environment. And where am I going with this? This means that everybody who's watching this, please, I'm going to ask you, start guarding. If you want to protect your mental environment, start guarding the conversations you engage in, the people you surround yourself with, the social media you choose to consume, and most of all, guard the habits you repeat daily. You see, all of this, everything I just shared with you, all of this shapes your emotional energy. More than many of you may realize. I'll tell you this, I've walked through this and I'm still walking through this. As transparent as I transparently can be. But I know this deeply for a fact. If you constantly absorb negativity, fear, comparison, chaos, all this eventually impacts your confidence, your perspective, and how you show up for others. You've often heard me say this, we're 100% responsible for how we show up, not only for ourselves, but for others. This means, please, let's really soak this in this week. This means you got to protect your mental environment. It's not about ignoring reality. It's about you being intentional with every single input that influences your mindset. Your environment fuels. Check this out. This is a deep one, folks. Your environment either fuels your purpose or it drains your potential. It's either going to fuel your purpose or it's going to drain, zap your potential. This week, as you deeply reflect on your environment, I'm going to twist this up a little bit. Before I share with you even some more thoughts, I'm challenging you on this. I'm challenging you on your mindset environment, your heart set environment, the environment you surround yourself with. As if you want to have greater levels of success, it all depends on your input. So this week, I encourage you. Choose influences wisely. I'm going to encourage you all this. There's 5 of them here. Track with me on it. I encourage you this week to choose the influences that challenge you to grow, that strengthen your confidence, that encourage a healthy perspective and outlook on things, that reinforce discipline and consistency. And most of all, I encourage you to choose influences that help you show up to be your very best. Because how you think ultimately impacts how you lead, how you sell, how you communicate, and how well you serve others. Boy, this is selling from the heart at its finest, folks. I'm going to leave you all with this. And by the way, thank you for hanging out with me this week. Hope I've inspired you a little bit to think a little bit differently about what you protect and what you allow. You must protect your environment. You must protect your energy. And most of all, guard it. You must protect your future. This is deep work this week. I know y'all can handle it. And as you start guarding your environment, Watch what starts to happen to how you show up, not only for yourself, but for others, and others being your clients and your future clients. Because as I always stress, your clients and future clients, they want to connect to and do business with a genuine, authentic, trustworthy sales professional who sells from the heart, who guards their environment, as opposed to a sales rep who lives in a chaotic space, who is nothing more than an empty suit. I ask you all to think about that this week as you all sell from the heart. Have an amazing week.